Hey guys, welcome back. This is module 1B. We're continuing from last time right where we left off, and thanks for sticking with me here in this community. We're going to continue our screenplay writing. We were working on this small project. We're going to continue to write. As you can see, I'm going to step through what we've done so far. We're going to fix what needs to be fixed. If there's any scene heading issues, for example, or grammar issues, or any construct issues, or anything like that. Any construction issue, if you will, the way we're building the screenplay. So we're off the cuff. We are building from ground up. This is a real-time rough draft, so expect that things might not be grammatically correct or it doesn't run like a literary item just yet. So look at the structure, look at how we're building the story. Let's continue to work together, guys. This is a long journey, so things will need fixing. Okay, but the most important thing is that you're creating with Coder J. You're writing with me and understanding how to put together your thriller mystery written by you. So I've added another tab 4. So remember our tabs that we talked about? Let's continue right where we left off. So a tab has 8 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. Tab 8, tab 8, tab 8, and this is going to be tab 4. So what did I do? I took your name, because you're writing this. This is your creative thing that you're writing with me. This is our community. This is the Screenwriting Storytelling Lab. It's a lab, guys. That's what you're getting from Coder J, a lab. This is not, again, a literature item or a book that is written with sophistication. Not yet. It is simply a creative writing process. It's a lab. I need to make that clear on our rough draft and our real-time writing. We're going to try to make very few mistakes, as always, but let's see what needs to be corrected. But the most important thing is that your name can be now aligned with tab 4. That looks a lot better. I talked about tabs in a previous module, and of course you go through the modules again as many times as you need to. Tab 8, tab 8. So 3 tabs worth 8 spaces. This is tab 4. That means you're moving over 1, 2. You're moving over 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So rule of thumb for us is that we're gonna stick with tab 4 here for your name. A nice little style there. I like that. This is also tab 4 for your little, I guess you can say, subgenre. It's also what you're going to use for your parenthetical as well. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's written the same way. That's tab 4. That's also the parenthetical, which is found like right here. Also found right here. We'll be using adverbs for most of those. I personally like the parentheticals because it really gets you into the emotional side of the character. All right, so I'm always going to talk about tabs a lot. Tabs are very important in formatting. You'll understand that along the way. Tabs are extremely important as we continue. So again, welcome back. This is Coder J, module 1B. Okay, is where we are. It's going to be a pretty long journey, and again, welcome. So what are we working on? what are we working on? Right, we're continuing, obviously. So there's our log line. I embedded it into the screenplay for our practice, our lab. So let's read through it, and then we're going to continue the story. That's what this module is all about. Continuation of writing this log line. That's what this course is all about. Anyway, it's all about a lab. We're doing a lot of writing, and that's why I'm pretty confident that you're in the right place if you're going to do the screenwriting and the film making and stuff like that. So again, welcome. That log line. What does it read? What are we working on? A man returns to his favorite store, seeking the comfort of that pastime community. There's a element of, I can't wait to go back, only to find that although nothing has changed in a decade and no new construction has been reported, the place now feels unsettlingly unfamiliar. So nothing was, we'll write through that too, but nothing was constructed. There was no new, no renovation or anything, literally. And he asks the question too, when he gets there, this is, of course, a creative process. You should be thinking ahead of what he would be doing as he gets back to his town. Unfamiliar. Certain areas within the store appear completely out of place. Very interesting little screenwrite that we're doing right here. Again, welcome to Module 1B. Guys, let's continue. Let's keep going here. We are fading in. Okay, the first thing you do is you fade into your environment. We're inside an office building room, daytime. People walk by in the hallway nearby. A man introduced, all caps, is sitting at a desk reading from a paper. There's a small flat screen nearby, and it has news on the screen. All right. Anything you see, any thing that you want to change, structure wise, grammatically, if you will, just always look to see what needs fixing, if you will. So this is a parenthetical that I'm using, to himself. Okay, so to himself works. Can't believe the price of oranges has increased again. Jeff, a worker in the office, enters the room. Again, this is considered a small project in Module 1B. Continuing, it's rough. It is real time. It is a rough draft. Okay, so for those that are just joining the community, we are a creative writing lab. We're not a English course or anything. All right, but we're going to focus on everything. We're going to go back through our screenplays and we're going to write, full ones and make sure that things are, put in a final draft. So I just want to make that clear. So that's kind of what's going on here. It's real time lab work where we're going to get through real projects. Jeff, a worker in the office, enters the room. Sam, are you still watching that news channel? Still checking prices on fruit? As a matter of fact, Jeff, yes. Whatever happened to a sports channel or the weather channel? Okay, so we're indenting appropriately. We talked about the tabs. Our dialogue is boxy, nice and boxy. If you have more than one line. Well, I thought about that, but I always come back to the oranges. Okay, so they're having a nice conversation here. Jeff moves over to a desk and pulls a small trinket from the desk calmly. Can you tell me what happened to that Bilkins report we looked into last year? I don't know what happened to that report. Let's ask Cherry about it. She knows. So we're talking. We're starting off our screenplay, our story from The Office. We know what the story is and where it's eventually going to head to. A store that takes the main character into kind of like a twist and turn mystery, right? But to create the story around that main twist, if you will, of being in the store, and it's a mystery, and it's kind of things are out of place, and it's, you know, really bringing on that thriller feel, if you will. We have to build around that, and you do that through, again, the creative process by getting the characters into different environments, using scene headings, and thinking about plugging in what you know from your current reality into the physics of your fiction reality, right? So you have a character introduced here, a coworker walks by the room. She's in the hallway. We're inside. In the hallway, it's daytime. Okay, all right. So we're inside, still inside here. Ask Cherry about what? Intercut with that room. Okay. So we are doing the intercut with here in module 1B. We're reviewing what we did in module 1. Okay. For those of you that are just joining the community, but always start from the beginning. Always go from the beginning of the course and do everything one step at a time, as many times as you need, as you will get all the structure that is needed. I'm pretty confident that you've come to the right place for your screenwriting. Now we're intercutting between the hallway and the room on the inside. It's daytime. Intercut with is the construct that allows us to not repeat ourselves. So now we can talk, right? Oh, hi, Cherry. We were just talking about what? I thought you knew something about the Wilkins report. Jokingly. All right. What do you need to know? How can I help you? Sam. Did it ever get to Andy's team? Okay, so we can do some grammatical modifications here. Cherry, I don't think it ever got to the desk. Well, Cherry, that's very reassuring. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just work on our punctuation for our current project. No, not at this time, maybe later. I'll be here if you need me. All right, so you can see the parentheticals showing the emotion. So feel free, guys, feel free to write along, to write on your own time as you finish each module. It's an opportunity for you to keep writing, and we're going to keep this as casual and as comprehensive as we can. This is a real time screenplay that we are writing as part of this community, and I'm Coder J. Okay, so we'll keep going. We'll continue to work together. No rush. It's a journey, and feel at home here. Right. Cut to the outside of the building, externally. There's a driver there standing by the car, waiting patiently. Jeff, exiting the building, heads over to the driver. Hey, you're on time today. That's new. That's new. Only for you, Jeff, right? So that we have a nice conversation. We're in the vehicle. Jeff, staring out the window, is in deep thought as it is the end of the workday. Dissolving now to the living room later on in the day. The time is later from the day. It's just later in the day. See? So Jeff is opening a can of food in deep thought. He's staring intently. He's got, he's tired, obviously, and he seems a little preoccupied. Now we're back in the office, Sam enters the room. Jeff is also there. So who is Sam? Sam is the man. See? Sam was introduced as the man. Okay. So now we get to carry on. Jeff, you've been a little quiet lately. Not sure. Okay, Jeff, you've been a little quiet lately. Not sure what you're talking about. How about you and I go see the game tonight? Let me guess. You got tickets. But why do you think I'm not doing well? Okay, you're using your tab 8s. Well, okay, let's go ahead and continue, right? The thing is this, I keep asking you questions and you keep ignoring me. I keep ignoring you? Am I missing something here? Okay, so dialogue continues. Jeff, I'm just saying. Snap out of it. Whatever it is that's going on with you, right? So we're just creating some dialogue now. Giving the story some dramatic feel. So let's see how we're doing here. Let me guess, you got tickets, but why do you think I'm not doing well? The thing is this: I keep asking you questions and you keep ignoring me. I keep ignoring you. Am I missing something here? Jeff, I'm just saying, snap out of it. Whatever it is that's going on with you. Okay, so now what we can do. Okay, so what we can do now. Okay, we'll see if there's any if there's any grammar errors, we'll come back. All right, I'm not seeing anything wrong there, so we'll just keep going. There is a person entering the room. Okay. All right, so let's see where we are. Enters the room, of course. Bill, head full of gray. Late 60s, right? So these are some third person action narrative description, right? Is really what we're trying to do there. A person, so we could kind of modify some things here, just kind of clean some things up. So a person, Bill, head full of gray hair, late 60s, enters the room. So that's a way to be descriptive. Where are we? We are in the room, the office room. See, we're still there. I see you two have started on the report that I gave you yesterday. Yes, sir. We were just discussing that just now. All right, so we're in the office. Let's see what we have going on here. Bill is obviously probably one of the managers, right? He's one of the probably the leaders of the organization, and Now we can keep our dialogue flowing. Is that a new shirt you're wearing? So this is where the dialogue, where we can start to work with the dialogue techniques, right? Transitioning, charisma in your dialogue and stuff like that. So you're switching in the tone and the way they're talking to each other, and how the story ultimately flows through the core of what we're writing for, right? So we're trying to get through, to the plot, to the climax. We're writing the story through and through here. So what I'm going to do now here in module 1B is kind of start writing somewhat freely, so you can see how what we've done so far. You should be going into a zone, into a thinking zone, a creative thinking zone. I'll stay with you along the way, and I'm going to start to build the story forward. And we don't know where this is going. I don't know where it's going yet. That's the whole point. It's all spontaneous creative writing. It's a lab. Nothing's preset. There's no there's no outline or anything. Right? This is what the community is all about. This is a kind of a free writing, kind of like just go and create spontaneously. So it's hard to explain. But it's just how this community works, how this writing course works. That's the pedigree that I believe in. That's what I believe will get you there. That spontaneous, off the cuff, off the ground. This is what we've been doing up to this point in the course so far, and it's still early. We're still early here. So here we go. So guys, I'm going to take this time now to start writing so you can see the flow of things. Try to move as quickly as you can, keep up with them as much as you can. This is typical of this course. We're gonna transition. The speeds will change. We'll fix the grammar along the way, but the focus is on how do we get this thing moving? What are the twists and turns? How are we getting there? How are we getting to that store? How do we get this thing going, right? So here we go. I didn't think you noticed or cared so much about that. No, Sam, I do care. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. You know what I really care about? So who else is in the room? Jeff, I believe, is still in the room. No, Bill, what would that be? Getting that Bilkins report on my desk before you go to that game. Okay, every time stare at each other. and let out a sigh. Bill, who is the boss of this side of the office, leaves the room. Okay. We'll come back and break it down some more. So this is how you flow with your dialogue and your third person narrative action lines. Okay, so Sam, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a parenthetical that we're going to take a look at. That's what does Sam say here as Bill left the room? You believe that guy, Jeff. So Jeff is our main character. I'm not surprised. We probably should get on that report right away. I'll send you the tickets in the email. Sam leaves the room. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Bill, who is the boss of this side of the office, leaves the room. Can you believe that guy? I'm not surprised. You probably should get on that report right away. So I'll send you the tickets in the email. So let's grab our parenthetical, and we should have a list of them. And as you build, you can take your time to choose one to reference and to choose one, of course. So we'll I'll just choose one, right? Casually. All right. So it's basically, we're mostly using adverbs for our parentheticals in our lab work here on our, during our course time. Module 1B, guys. Here we are. Bill, who is the boss of this side of the office, leaves the room. Can you believe that guy? I'm not surprised. We probably should get on the report right away. I'll send you the tickets in an email. So Sam kind of, just kind of dismisses that statement, and he just kind of leaves the room at this point. So now, what we can do, we were in the office, and now we're probably going to cut to somewhere outside. Okay, so let's cut to the outside now. Okay, cut to. All right, cut to externally office building. Court, office building, and our time of day. So there's like some kind of courtyard or something, in the office building here, and it's probably going to be in the afternoon, most likely. So we're cutting to, courtyard. Right, nice. See, a nice scene heading there. I like it. Nice detailed scene headings is kind of what I'm always after. Location and a sub-location, our time of day. We're cutting to, and let's see here. So Sherry was already introduced. Jeff, okay, are sitting at one of the tables. They have water and sandwiches on their respective ends of the table. The wind is calm, but there is a nice breeze. All right, so where are we? We're in the courtyard now. This is Jeff and a coworker. And they're going to start to communicate as well. And this is where 1, 2, 3. All right, so you can check, make sure everything's lined up, but once you do tab 8 3 times, we are lined up. We are lined up. Single space, of course. 1, 2, 3. So 2 is considered dialogue. All right, so you can test all that. So what am I hearing here? Are you saying that they're going to do construction in front of our office building? Jeff, it's just what I heard. I don't know if it's today, if it's today, tomorrow, or next week. I'm just saying. Construction is not what we need right now. So Jeff is here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll grab a parenthetical for that. He's a little impatient there. He's got a little impatient tone there, so we'll figure it out. Jeff, relax. I was just saying. Okay. So we're continuing our story. We are further along in our log line. We're gonna probably given this as a small exercise. I'll probably end the exercise with him, going to the store and finding things out of place. But we're not gonna, complete the story yet. We're not gonna write a full one yet. We're just, again, working through how you get there in these modules, right? We're still doing short exercises. Eventually we'll write something completely and fully. Okay. But right now it's just one module at a time for the allotted time that we have for each module, which sometimes has sections like this is 1B, right? So this is kind of, we'll be heading to module 2 after this, right? So no rush on anything. Just learning the constructs right now, learning the basics, basically, right? Now, if you want to take a stab at finishing the story, you can, of course, in your own time, but we're not quite at that place yet in the course to write anything to complete a full 2-hour run time, which would be the average for a complete one, right? I'm more like 10 minutes, right? We're more like 10 minutes right now. So Jeff, so what am I hearing here? Are you saying that they're going to do construction in front of our office building? Jeff, it's just what I heard. I don't know if it's today, tomorrow, or next week. I'm just saying. Construction is not what we need right now. Jeff, relax. I was just saying. I'm just talking out loud. Okay, so yeah, we're correcting things along the way. You know, Jeff, it's just what I heard. I don't know if it's today, tomorrow, next week. I'm just saying. So let's see what feeling we can give Jeff here. What feeling does Jeff have? So he's obviously um a little impatient. He's not calm. He's kind of, in kind of a negative kind of energy here. So we're going to say dismissively. Dismissively. So Jeff, relax. I was just talking to you. Here we go. Now we're going to skip. Now we're just going to kind of do a quick kind of, a quick kind of wrap up on this exercise. Here we go. Okay, so of course, we'll do more later, but let's say, okay, he just says, Cherry, I'm heading back for the weekend. Heading back where? My old hometown. Is that okay? Is that okay with you? You can do whatever you want, Jeff, but what about our meeting on Saturday, right? So you can carry on your conversation here. Okay, there we are. Cherry's got a parenthetical we need to fill. What is her emotion on this? Okay, you can do whatever you want, Jeff, but what about our meeting on Saturday? I'm gonna, just kind of a dry, sarcastic kind of situation here, attitude here, right? So you can keep filling in those adverbs and be creative, of course, guys. This is where repetition begins and storytelling continues. All right, so Terry, I'm heading out for the weekend. Heading back where? Out where? My old hometown. Is that okay with you? Dryly, you can do whatever you want, Jeff. But what about our meeting on Saturday? Okay, so we're getting that dialogue cleaned up there as well. So, Terry, I'm heading out for the weekend. Heading back where? Out where? My old hometown. Is that okay with you? Dryly. You can do whatever you want, Jeff. But what about our meeting on Saturday? So now to kind of finish out our module for this section, all right, this is module 1B, and we're still early in our course path. No rush. One piece at a time, guys. And again, welcome back. This is our community where we are writing screenplays. Okay, creative writing, storytelling. Hopefully this will get you there for those that are have joined the community, that are looking to work on this type of writing. This is all about repetition, doing. It's all about lab work. You're going to see a pattern. We're going to have as many different types of stories that we're going to write along the way. And we're dealing with plot and twists and turns. And it's going to be a very constructive, fun experience. That's the end goal of being a part of this community. Okay, so at the end of it, you should answer anyone who's looking for a writer. Your answer should be, what do you need me to do? Because you should have the skill, the groundwork skill to write, a series of different types of stories and do it with structure. So we're going to dissolve to externally town. We're going to finish up our exercise. It's a quick exercise. It's almost night. It's getting a little creepy here. Jeff standing in front. See, of the story. So now we're solving that log line, if you will, with a story written around it. So remember, this is just an exercise. It's not the real thing yet, guys. Just focus on the structure, right? Jeff standing in front of the store is staring intently. The wind picks up. The cloud cover has a red tint. Jeff, a man we know who he is. Jeff in a calm, displaying a calm attitude, walks towards the store. So I'll scroll up for a minute here, guys. We'll finish out module 1B and we'll start something new in module 2. Which will probably be module 2A, B, like that. So it's just it's just understood that those are the sections, right? So we're going to have now we're heading towards the mystery side of it. A little creepy. There's a thriller here. It's a little off as far as, obviously his behavior is a little bit off now, right? So we're jumping into him in this dusk environment. There's a store. Okay. And now he's inside the store. Continues to walk forward. A person draws near. The person in mid-30s, like that, right? Person mid-30s, red hair, draws near. See, so we have these third party again. the third person narrative, action narrative statements, third person view, if you will, that you're constantly trying to build. And that person has a name, but he's introduced as a person in his mid 30s, red hair, All right, so keep 1, 2, 3. Keep the formatting going. Is there anything I can help you with, sir? This is not the group way shopping center, like that, something like that. Yes, sir, it is. All right, so now you're continuing. It can't be. I'm sorry. Say that again. All right, so let's go down a bit. Okay. So there's a person now in the store. Things are getting a little weird now, as you can tell. The idea is that the story continues and we dissolve to this area here. We dissolved to some town after Jeff was sitting in the main office park. Jeff standing in front of the store, staring intently. The wind picks up. The cloud cover has a red tint. Jeff, displaying a calm attitude, walks toward the store. We're inside the store. Okay, we're just inside the store. Jeff continues to walk forward. A person mid 30s, red hair, draws near. Is there anything I can help you with, sir? My name is... Okay, so now we know who the person is. He is Charles. Instead of saying person, you can rebuild it appropriately. A person mid 30s, red hair, draws near. So in your third person, action narratives, you can be descriptive that way too. Be as descriptive as possible. There's always room for improvement on those things. And he's no longer a person. He is Charles. Take your time. Build it out. All right. So let's see how we can finish up here in module 1B. We're not taking a lot of time yet on, on building a full screenplay yet, but we just want to finish up our log line and get through the module 1B and meet the expectation for now. Again, it's still early, and again, guys, welcome back. It is dusk. Jeff continues to walk forward. A person mid 30s, red hair, draws near. Is there anything I can help you with, sir? My name is Charles. Jeff. This is not the Group Way Shopping Center. Okay, so you can modify your dialogue appropriately. Is there anything I can help you with, sir? My name is Charles. This is not the Group Way Shopping Center, is it? Yes, sir, it is. It can't be. Jeff is just freaking out. I'm sorry, say that again. Okay, he's just yelling here. We're going to finish up here. He's just yelling at this point. We'll finish our exercise this way so you see kind of what's going on. Jeff looks around in the shopping center that he used to know is nothing like what he knew it to be. Jeff runs to the other end of the store. Charles yells for Jeff. You you can't go back there, sir. You can't go back there, sir. Please come back here. So that's how you continue into what the log line was telling us. All right, so this is kind of a little exercise to get you continually ready for our bigger screenwrite coming up somewhere around module 10. So let's just go here and kind of finish up module 1B. Okay, dissolve 2. We're in the town store. Dusk. Jeff, standing in front of the store, is staring intently. The wind picks up. The cloud cover has a red tint. Jeff, displaying a calm attitude, walks towards the store. We're in the store, and Jeff continues to walk forward. Right. The person mid-30s, red hair, draws near. I'm not seeing any grammatical issues. I think we're okay there for now. Is there anything I can help you with, sir? My name is Charles. Okay, so we know who Charles is. This is not the Groupway Shopping Center, is it? Yes, sir, it is. Can't be. I'm sorry, say that again. This can't be the shopping center, right? He's just going crazy, right? Jeff looks around, and the shopping center that he used to know is nothing like what he knew it to be. Jeff runs to the other end of the store. So Jeff looks around, and the shopping center that he used to know is nothing like what he knew it to be. Jeff runs to the other end of the store. Charles yells for Jeff. You can't go back there, sir. Please come back here. So let's finish up with our parenthetical here. And what you guys can do is you can think it through in this section of the screenplay where this could possibly go. He's freaking out. He's going crazy. The store is nothing like what it used to be. And it's built off of what we just built. See? So think about one page being 1 minute, right? So if it's a 2-hour screenplay, you know how many pages we need and what needs to be written. So you have to know, and with practice, off the cuff writing, creative writing all the way. Just build the story. Build the story with Coder J. Build the story with this community. Let's find a parenthetical and wrap up module 1B. And we'll go over our screenplay semantics by module 5. We'll break down every little thing in more detail. Okay. A lot to do, guys. A whole lot to do here. It can't be, right? So he is really going crazy here. So you can find a nice adverb for this type of reaction, and he's definitely either emotional or urgent or something like that. So I would say emotionally. There's always other adverbs that you can find and use, right? So that's fine. So emotionally. Okay, so emotionally, it can't be. I'm sorry, say that again. This can't be the shopping center. Let's go up a little bit. I'm sorry, say that again. This can't be the shopping center. Jeff looks around, and the shopping center that he used to know is nothing like what he knew it to be. Okay. So we'll of course, work on our spontaneous rough draft of a screenwrite in these problems, right? So we'll always be always building, always embedding, always modifying. But the key takeaway here, guys, is that creative writing structure. Don't forget about that part. So I'll stop here for now. Jeff looks around, and the shopping center that he used to know is nothing like what he knew it to be. Jeff runs to the other end of the store. Charles yells for Jeff. You can't go back there, sir. You cannot go back there, sir. Please come back here. So all of this you're creating, all of this is how we will continue in this course. So it's all about a good path to a good story. So guys, again, welcome back. We'll stop here. This is module 1B. We'll get ready for module 2 next time, and I'll see you there.